together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well.
My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be.
How amazing are your thoughts concerning me, God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you.
Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting.
One of the long-standing graduation chapel traditions at Westover has been for the senior class to invite as a speaker a qualified person who is a friend or relation of the graduating senior. In keeping with that tradition, today's class is invited to speak a woman who is a teacher, dorm parent, counselor, and friend to many of them. Crystal Pemberton is a Westover graduate of the class of 2000. During her time at Westover, Crystal held several notable roles, including second as lead and prop. After graduating from Westover, Crystal attended Yale University, where she sang with the Shades, a renowned a cappella group that sings music from the African diaspora and African American tradition. Crystal graduated from Yale in 2004 with a bachelor's degree in Spanish. After becoming a New York City teaching fellow, she taught special education in New York City for over 5 years, while she obtained a master's degree in childhood education. took on equally engaging roles as an independent educational therapist and a teacher recruiter. She also published her first book, Confessions of a Born-Again Virgin. In 2011, Crystal returned to Westover to serve as a Spanish teacher and as Westover's first diversity director, helping to originate and bring to life Westover's first Diversity Day. Crystal currently teaches the very opinionated fourth graders of Girls Prep Lower East Side Manhattan. Crystal's next step is a doctorate in urban education. And I'd like you to please join me in welcoming Crystal Pemberton.
I am so excited to be here and to see you. You look beautiful, amazing. That applause should have been for you, but thank you. So I want to start off by saying that it is truly an honor and a privilege to stand before you today. The Westover graduating class of 2015 is, as I hope you know, very dear to my heart. You are the first class that I taught here, dorm parented, counseled, and advised. You taught me how to speak up for what I believe in, to live in the moment, and to Dougie. In many ways, I have both watched you grow and have grown up with you. So again, thank you for allowing me to celebrate this milestone moment with you. When Mr. Hungerford first extended me the invitation to speak at your graduation chapel today, he included last year's program for my review. In it was what I thought was the perfect graduation message, a quotation that he had selected from Eva Braun. We must not be abashed to think that we are working at the world's veritable center. We need so we may continue learning, our sense of working at the sources of the intellectual life, of having chosen the difficult proximity of greatness, and of having realized in this tiny community a way of learning that seems to others like a utopia. Utopia means no place, but here we are in an actual place. Now, as the task hung before me to select my own quotation, I struggled to find one that seemed equally fitting. Why can I not be as brilliant as Tom? I wondered. Little did I know that Tom has been wrestling for a long time with the same question about me. Really though. I also realized that while Eva Braun's words will continue to ring powerful and true, the quotations that I had selected held their own majesty. They were reflective of the lessons that I had struggled to learn throughout my time at Westover and most of my life. Lesson number 1, whatever you do, be gentle with yourself. You don't just live in this world or in your home or your skin. You also live in someone's eyes. Being gentle with myself is something that I have never really been very good at. Many times in the past, I have, as I'm sure have many of you, judged myself in comparison to others and found myself wanting. There were things that I wanted to change about myself. I wanted more intellect, more beauty. Hard to believe, right? More creativity, more talent. I love you guys. It was true that I was lacking, but not, I eventually realized, in the way that I had thought. Not, that is, because I was inferior. Rather, I was lacking because my view was incomplete. You see, I had been judging myself through my own eyes, not realizing that we only fully, truly know ourselves when we are fully and truly known. Veritable self-revelation comes from seeing ourselves through a lens of community, the vibrant kaleidoscope portrait that is best framed by those who know us in various capacities and love the rare beauty of what they see and yet hope to see. As a student at Westover, it was through the eyes of my teachers, my dorm parents, the kitchen staff, and the cleaning and maintenance crew, my classmates and my closest friends. Through all of these unique and credible lenses, I came to see that my imperfections did not make me fall short. Rather, they made me a rarity in this world, uniquely able to excel in ways that others never could. As Mr. Hungerford mentioned, I now have the distinct pleasure of seeing myself through the very colorful and very opinionated lenses of my fourth graders. As any good elementary teacher should, I often seek their counsel in matters of importance in life. This is because I have found out that my fourth graders are usually right. So, I ask them to provide me with words of encouragement or advice for you today as you prepare to enter college. Ever eager to share their perspective on life, they quickly obliged. So without further ado, I present to you Mrs. Pemberton's fourth grade class's top 10 tips for college. Tip number 1, have fun in college. College is like the next step to being a foolproof grown-up. Now I should mention also that there are multiple other steps in this ladder to adulthood, and you, as many of us do, may find yourself intentionally and unintentionally climbing and descending this ladder over the course of the next few years. And that is okay, it's great exercise. Tip number 2, study. Because some professors expect more than others. Some expect you to know college material before you even get to college. So I will add here that it's a good thing for you that your teachers here at Westover have always expected the same thing. Tip number 3, you have worked hard to get to this point. Keep working hard. In other words, don't neglect the perseverance and resilience that have led you to this moment. Being smart may help you get where you want to be, but working hard will keep you there. Tip number 4, be on time and don't slack off. Learning is important, not boys. Okay, I'm going to disagree slightly here and say that boys are generally somewhat important too. But I think that at the heart of this student's message is the age-old counsel to never let anything or anyone, boy or girl, keep you from reaching your goals. Tip number 5, it is your choice what you want to study. As a former Yale pre-med student who excelled in everything except her pre-med courses, I second this valuable piece of advice. There may be many people in your life who have their own visions for who or what you should be. Thank them and be flattered that they care enough about you to carry the importance of your destiny in their consciences. However, know that this is your life, and the decision of who and what you will become is ultimately yours. Tip number 6, stay on task, stay out of drama, do your work, Do not make any problems. I think that one is self-explanatory. Tip number 4, always have faith in your learning. In other words, know that in this place, this utopia of learning, you have been anointed with an overflow of intellectual passion and curiosity that will mark you distinctly from your peers. You have been raised as lifelong learners. Cherish that gift and have faith that it will take you on many wonderful and meaningful adventures in life. Tip number 8, think about what is your favorite thing at your house and pack it. Because you might not know if you will miss it. Okay, and this student said to remind you that she said, thing, not people. Don't pack people. Tip number 9, always be obedient, pure, true, kind, respectful, attentive, helpful, cheerful, thoughtful, and reverent. They're always ready. In other words, always remember that your character is often your greatest currency. And Westover has strived to make you rich in this regard. Seek out academic success, but never at the expense of your integrity. And remember that what you know is only as important as who it will help. And finally, tip number 10, never let anyone kill your sparkle. You are who you are, and that's final. And this brings me to lesson number 2. The core of your true self is never lost. Let go of all the pretending and the becoming you've done just to belong. Curl up with your rawness and come home. You don't have to find yourself. You just have to let yourself in. In the true spirit of Crystal, I want you to know that you, and not a smarter you or a more talented version of you, you, just as you are a beautiful gem. And regardless of how dull or how flashy your setting may be, you should always realize that you are the valuable element. You may be tempted to polish and present yourself a certain way to please the eyes of certain beholders. Don't. Instead, take a moment to see yourself, to truly see yourself as you are so uniquely and variably seen. And soon you will realize what my 4th graders already know. You sparkle. Thank you.